tie, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa! And a solid run back there. This out past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Omaha, remove! On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They go play action with Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Trenton Simpson, he gets into drop him for his 1st sack of the young season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
A ball deep for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
250. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Harris, the man in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And this will be a Panthers 1st down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Open right side is likely. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Quick throw on the RPO to Harris. nearly catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play for the Panthers. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Williams to the air once more. And not liking anything downfield, he'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And the Panthers going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the goal line and in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Panthers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And it looks like he's going to come up just short for the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Moving left. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Cards first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. This one caught downfield by Flowers. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Stafford to throw again. Out to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal.
Blue 60!
Throwing again is Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it, breaking it up.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal.
Hey, Red, what do you have?
Again, that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll swing this one out to Hall. Now he's loose again. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 71 yards.
The quarterback's going to get all the credit for the passing yards here, but Mike, you know what makes a really good quarterback? Really good weapons on offense, and this is a great example here why. Not a real deep pass, albeit accurate and on time, but then after the catch is where a bulk of the gain came from, and we're seeing that become a big part of NFL offenses. Not everything has to be a bomb downfield. Big plays can come from short throws.
Motion man is Harris. Over the middle he locates McMillan. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space.
And he will score again. Reese Hall, touchdown, Panthers. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Panthers will take a 21-7 lead.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
59! Set!
Now a first down throw for Stafford. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays of what...
He gets free. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that four vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Cardinals 14. Joey Slye set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Slye to kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
What is up? Touchdown!
On first and 10, it's Williams. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock stops it a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
And the Panther first down.
Here's Williams on first and 10. That's into the hands of Harris. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Harris, the man in motion. Williams to throw on second down. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. This one caught at the 4.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second and 4.
What is it on?
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Craig Harris. Touchdown, Carolina. For Harris, the second-round pick, his first NFL touchdown. And this show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Alert! Ready! Start!
On first down, it's Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, it's Stafford. Flushed to his left. Going up top and looking for Flowers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
59!
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Stafford now on second down. He'll find his man, that's Kendrick Bourne. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he's got another one. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Arizona. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Returning is Igbenogany. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Going left side, complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What is it on?
They give to Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. The next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Moving to his right. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll get this out wide, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
And he's in. Kenarella McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. For McMillan, career touchdown #1 for the first-round pick from Arizona. The extra point by Gay is good. Panthers will extend this third-quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here.
32.
Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
50, blue 60.
They are going for it. Stafford. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down. How about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They get almost exactly what they needed to keep this drive going.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Stafford. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
50, stay 50. Set.
To the air again. Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Ready. Hey, give me radar. 180. Set.
They're gonna go. It's Stafford. And the rush is gonna get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He keeps it himself, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Williams. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Forced to his right, and he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Rolling right. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Haley. Williams. Touchdown, Carolina. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Monday, back 70. Set.
On first and 10, Stafford. This one caught downfield by Flowers. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Stafford to throw again. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
That's another.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down, it just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays, and that's what every offense in the league is.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Cardinals. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
Joey Slye.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single game NFL record.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Cardinals 28. Joey Slye set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Slye to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Motion man is Harris. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's a Carolina first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Carolina.
Another run here with Hall. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, and able to take them down for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10.
A run here with Hall. Finds an alley to the 35. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. It's a gain of 20. And a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Panthers. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
53. He goes set. 20 hot.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, 180.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throw across his body is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Set.
Throwing again is Stafford. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete.
They came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
280.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all them upper cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gonna approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they're gonna click. Now I'm 1-1, all over some dump. Ain't that some? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft of the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you They got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. Yeah, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are whoa. You broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft type. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slow. Running his mouth, I'm a young out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A first run now for Kyron Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
7 yards there and a first down.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Like 13.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Here's Ty Zentner now. Jalen Noel deep for Houston. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
You look at this Eagle defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught here, right side, no. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Levis. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Levis. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. On the move past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now Levis. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
4th down, Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud out of the gun here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Stroud. This one swung out to Williams. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hamler now on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple, a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Barkley inside handoff. And space tough to come by there. So we give maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Diamond.
Levis from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right by 4.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 16.
Back to throw, it's Levis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Right 54. Yeah, right 54. 18.
Levis sets up to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Levis back to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Here's Stroud. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stroud. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
His kick is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, come on, come on.
Levis looking to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 4, and it gives them the first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Here's Levis. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 43, here's second and 9.
All right. 18. What's that?
In motion left is Higgins. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
Stroud looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Again, it's Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Tracy, 19. Tight. Hey, let's go. Reload. Hey, 24, land up.
Levis. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters. Without the IR at the end, the reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey, yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing?
Hey, yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
All right.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the eyes talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, tooped up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. cause I bang mines. This ain't happen overnight, it take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. At the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the club. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You gonna believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see the got get it, go retrieve it. Short, small, when that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.
Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take. Don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just float in.
Bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring them out.
Hey.
Bring them out.
Yeah.
Bring them out. Hey. Bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring them out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling,
bring them out.
Hey, all the dope boys yelling,
bring them out.
Hey, front to back, they yelling,
bring them out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, bricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the thrown out, hard talk, career to shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. We're the game for Cincinnati.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they gonna click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's the mommy of club. Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. you keep walking. Unless you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When nobody run out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma run out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Daddy, they go. That's the keeper going.
Quite a last course on this Thanksgiving. M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Thanksgiving night wraps up with the continuation of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. And a big one in the AFC North. The Cincinnati Bengals meet the Baltimore Ravens. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go here in Baltimore. Jones now on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here is Flacco. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 3rd and 1, Flacco. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice. A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Flacco. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 47 yards. This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. the better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage.
He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
He'll try and throw. Here's Flacco. That's going to be intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jones now on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On first down, Flacco. Is Jones. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
7 Pirates, 19 Light.
On first and 10, here is Flacco. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Flacco to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Flacco gonna throw again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Up 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Flacco. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Here's Flacco on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So, 1 quarter in the books on this Thanksgiving night. It's the Bengals on top. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they go to work on 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Flacco. First comes, they're setting up the screen, and the tackle is made at about the 6.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would talk
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 18, 19, Lions.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
To throw, it's Flacco on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On the play fake, here's Flacco.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
No one open, he'll drop it to his running back, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Raven 1st down. There's a handoff out of the gun, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
This is caught at the 2. And he's in! Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Ravens 14, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, set. Drop low 80. 60 biceps. Left. 7 Pirates.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll send a man in motion left. They'll throw here on third and short. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Right side, he's got him. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here is Flacco. Bobby Okereke in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 3rd down, here's Flacco. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 41 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hold up. Y'all got to pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might as well power.
Ready? 7.
From the gun, it's Flacco. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On 1st down, Flacco. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. It's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield.
And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
They'll try to sneak it here. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
For the two-point conversion.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll run the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get an even 20 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60. 19, 19 right. Trap 60, trap, cut 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. A carry now for Scott. Oh, the ball is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On first and 10, here is Flacco. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll turn and hand this one off. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
3rd down and 3. Flacco. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thanksgiving night. And Thursday night primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Flacco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Flacco to throw on 2nd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A loss of 16 yards. It's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cincinnati.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. To throw. He gets this into the hands of Green. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Bengals.
Back to the air one more time. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is hot. What a throw. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score. Ravens 30, Bengals 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
with lots of twist. Lots of twist. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Tigers.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll go play action here with Flacco. There's that man again. Another catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. That'll give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. It is 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Viking 18. 70 rings. 70 rings. Track 60.
They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
So try it again. Starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats. Head held high, I haunt these streets. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep. One more round, no reprieve. You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Straight and shiny place, let you someone for on his face. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around and going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Heads up.